So when I came back, he was about to quadruple major. When I came back to America, I saw a I was like, this piece of cake. And it's like, you can do 4 degrees and, correlate with degrees. I was like, I will do this. So it instilled resilience. It instilled discipline. It instilled a drive, that to me is very unique to my person, And again, it's Nigeria. So coming back to America, I was focused on
Did you have a something lunch?
yes.
For Kansas?
Yeah.
Arizona.
Yeah. So, I'm all about expansion, right? So we have 2 canvas sites. Next year, I don't know if I told you about that, we're going to be doing a delegation to Nigeria. I was even doing the ground steps for Canvas Africa. But for this one, this is our new site.
Okay.
And so this is servicing the northern part of Staten Island. And this site is going to be launched in October 13th.
Okay.
And this site is accessible to people in downtown Manhattan. So you have to just get a boat. Brooklyn is very Brooklyn is
That's right. They already absolutely right there.
and it's just hops, it's less than an hour.
Yeah.
About 40 minutes to get down here. And we're launching this space. We're opening it up. We want the community to know that we're here. It's in a shopping mall, so that's perfect. We have a lot of international visitors, and because we put the chessboards out there, I can't even tell you how people from all over the world, literally, seriously, who come in, hey, can we get a game of chess? Go ahead. So that it promotes us, but it's also, like I said, expanding what we do is now. We're expanding our works to different communities, exposing it even international. So Canvas is going international point, but this page is about one path for a bigger forward.
That's great. And also there's another event, which is I saw people's money.
Yes.
So happening here.
That's right. That's
October 20.
correct. October 20th, we're doing what is called the People's Money. This is our second iteration of it. So the People's Money is basically budgetary participation. So that's like the city of New York and the mayor's office, right, has a funnel to which they allow, and this is for citywide, where they allow for the community to be civically involved in where the budget should be allocated. And there's nothing better than this, where people can decide how initiatives or needs of their community can be funded. So what we're doing as a civic engagement organization is that we have been, we won a grant through the Civic Engagement Commission, we've partnered with for to provide a workshop on 25 people who are going to learn how to participate in this participatory budget, it's called. And it's a process where people become engaged in the voting process of where dollars should go. And I think that's true democracy. So I'm happy that we're in the whole setting.
So, you've spoken about passion projects, your opportunities, and you talk about the people's money, everything that you're doing with Canvas Institute and Island Voices. What vision do you have? Like, where do you see this going in the next 5 years? Say, when I say, where do you see this?
I could tell you the next 30 years.
I want to hear it.
Yeah, I think that, first of all, thank you. I like to talk to people who have done their homework and their research because it makes the conversation more engaging, right? So I spent about 30 years at this point since I started my civic engagement work, really doing the community development, youth empowerment work, and I've been very intentional about it. As a matter of fact, right now I'm a certified master practitioner in systems thinking. And systems thinking is dealing with issues and events from a systems thinking perspective. I'll give you an example. When you look at iceberg, right? The portion of the iceberg you see only about 10%. Where's the rest of the iceberg? Exactly. That's about 90%. And in order for you to get to that, you have to go to the God. So why I brought that up is that we have to approach things looking at the fundamental solution, not the symptomatic solution. Symptomatic solutions are like band-aids, right? So my approach to answer your question is this. Whatever I do, I have to think about how is it sustainable and how is it evidence-based. Evidence-based is best practices. What have I done that has worked? What have I done that hasn't worked? And how am I kind of like moving more towards what works and is sustainable? So we've done a lot of great work to have amazing, measurable impact in the lives of our community. So in the next 5 to 10 years, I see Canvas Institute going to the continent of Africa, replicating what we've done in America for 30 years, right? And creating this concept that can be expanded on the continent of Africa. Why do I say that? Because civic engagement is critically important for our people. Cultural empowerment, enrichment, and so on. Because over time, we think of culture, the value of it, until others are telling us about it, right? And arts and culture is part of my life, my heart. So that's naturally what I love. And my next iteration in the next 5, 10 years is the expansion of this, teaching people how to work towards fundamental solution, how to do what they love and solve issues in their communities, and how can we replicate that and create a harmonious community. So that's my mission, that's my purpose, and that's my passion as a matter of fact.
Man, amazing, man. Amazing. You know, when everything starts, the idea starts from the ground up. You have to build your foundation. And guess what? The foundation should be the strongest part, right? You don't have a great foundation. Like you see this skyscraper in New York City. They spend a lot more time on the foundation than the actual building itself. So, you know, you can imagine that's why these buildings are sustained for hundreds of years. And that's what he's talking about. And I love that idea. So, you know, talking about passion projects and all that. Right now, I want to you hold a very important role as the president of the North Shore Business Association, or are you still, or?
I was the president of the North Shore Business Alliance. I can tell you about that. So I own a couple of businesses, and one of the businesses that I owned was a night spa. It's very hard to own this lounge. And at the time, when I owned this lounge, I was just thinking the number one night spa owned by a person of color in the entire borough. And it was on Bay Street at the time. What happened is we had a storm, super storm Sandy came and flooded Bay Street. I mean, the ocean swelled and like literally I had about 4 feet of water in my business. So we were flooded out. And over 100 businesses were also flooded out. Now, the unfortunate thing is, of course, this is a natural disaster. So that a lot of businesses were going out of business. And what happened is, again, because of my history as a community activist, most of the businesses that we were getting together to see how can we get help winded up nominating me the president of this group. So I became president through that, created a restaurant group to bring back business foot traffic to the Bay Street corridor. That allowed me to even deepen my connection with the businesses along the North Shore of Staten Island. And I learned a lot from the process. In fact, the two senators appointed me rather than governor appointed on the New York Riders. Through that, I was able to help lend a voice for to successfully advocate the $35 million that came to this borough.
What would be your biggest accomplishment as the first?
I would say, and there's a few. So I cook-in. I mean, there's a couple of big accomplishments, but we created the restaurant crawl, right, which was very successful. So successful that in different neighborhoods, the business districts in the borough started copying the concept. And they acknowledged that they got the concept from us. So I think that's a big success, because what you want to see is that when you create a product that's successful, that people can replicate it to improve their business community. So that was one success. The other is that we have a place that can clean up now. You can look it up. It's called Baker, and it's becoming an event a community space. And again, we were big supporters of that. And of course, I said, maybe we get $75 million. But that was something that I didn't be able to know on the governor's committee. But that opportunity came as a result of being the president of the North Alliance.
Amazing. Amazing.
And let me just say one thing, though. Folks, this happened with Building Coalition. So in as much as, I spearheaded some of these things, it was the skill sets of being able to build a coalition. That is where the success really lies.
Yes. It's, at some point in time, it's to have the mindset of working alone. And, correlation, collaboration, unity is really strength.